Welcome everybody to Pokemon Colosseum, a gem of the GameCube era. And I'm excited for this. This will be the first time I've played this game in something like 15 years at least. So, I've played a little bit of it, just to, like, the beginning to kind of jog my memory, and also just for fun, but I'd say past Pyrite Town, I'm going to be flying blind, and it's just going to be a fun game of let's see what I remember. So, for anybody unfortunate enough to have not played this game before, or god forbid, not have heard of it, it is a pretty unconventional Pokemon experience, and we're going to be getting into that as we go a little bit further. So, first things first. I would love to start a new story. This character's canonical name is Wes. Sometimes for games, I use my name, and sometimes I use the character names. There's just not really a ton of rhyme or reason, but this guy doesn't really look like a Hannah to me. So we'll use the canonical name this time. We used my name when we played Sapphire. And I'm gonna shut up and let this play. Alright, let's start by taking a look at my two accomplices here. We have Calm for Umbreon. I've got Nature's pulled up on my second monitor because I do not have that memorized. Plus Special Defense minus it. That's actually pretty good. Because this is Gen 3, so Bite is special. For some strange reason. But yeah, plus Special Defense. Umbreon's a chonky boy in the first place. This is actually kind of perfect. And Espeon has Docile, which is neutral. I can live with that. Alright, so pretty good. But yes, these are my old friends, who just helped me commit a crime in order to get my fancy new arm accessory. And we're just going to, you know, ignore the suspiciously person-shaped bag on this truck. I'm sure there's nothing bad happening there. Authorities have made a stunning announcement on the mysterious building that exploded in Echo Canyon. It was Team Snag'em's hideout. Team Snag'em is a game of Pokemon abductors who have already been marked for arrest. The hideout was discovered only as a result of the explosion. By the time police arrived, the ruined building had already been abandoned. The cause of the explosion is under investigation. It should become apparent eventually. Do you know about Team... Pfft, never heard of them. They're a bunch of heartless crooks. They rip off Pokemon from trainers without any hesitation. I hear they use something called a snag ball to catch Pokemon from their rightful trainer in battle. I'm guessing that you're a trainer. You best be careful. There's no forgiving that Team Snag'em. They don't deserve it, not when they steal Pokemon from trainers. Well, I'd give a big hip hip hooray if they were wiped out with their wrecked hideout. You know, I don't quite understand what happened, but having your hideout blow up on you, crime doesn't pay, I guess. I live a crime-free life, so nothing's going to blow up on me. Wahaha. You're a Pokemon trainer too, no? I can tell, and you're good. I can see it in your eyes. I bet your Pokemon are impressive too. If the opportunity ever arises, I'd like to have a battle with you. though I doubt I'd have any chance of beating you. No, I haven't seen your face around these parts. A traveler, huh? Not that it matters any. I don't know where you might have come from, but relax, stick around a while. Nah. Yo, wait up! Hey, my name's Willy. After I got a good look at you, well, I got this urge to battle you. It's like I'm compelled to. Anyway I look at it, it's obvious that you're no ordinary Joe. That's right, I'm an ordinary Wes. So what do you say? Nah. You're joshing, right? Oh, alright, fine. Alright. Unconventional Pokemon Experience Part 1. Every single battle in this game is a double battle. So I get to use both my accomplices, who are always guaranteed to be male. I've learned that pretty recently, actually. But yeah, Umbreon is not really meant to attack, and, you know, you'd think this would be a perfect opportunity for it to have something like Reflect to, you know, guard Espeon while it does the attacking, but no, that's Espeon's job, apparently. I think that's a little bit silly, but that's alright. In the early game, Espeon's going to be one-shotting a lot of stuff, while Umbreon is just going to be kind of there for moral support, and to be chonky. And this is an excellent battle theme, so it's a bit of a shame we don't hear it a ton. There's a different one that kind of serves as more of the default. This game and its sequel, XD Gale of Darkness, have the best music in the Pokemon series, in my opinion. And there we go. There's our introduction to battling. Why not test our skills in Phenac City? I would love to. Hop on your bike and you'll be there in no time. I didn't mean to talk to him again, but there we go. Actually, before I do that, I think the dialogue inside changes now that I battled him. Let's see if I'm crazy or not. Well, we can see what he says if I say yes this time. They're a seriously nasty lot, no telling how many trainers have suffered at their hands. We're visiting from Phenac City. It's a city of water in the middle of the desert. It's a very nice place. There we go. I watched you from here. Why, aren't you and your Pokemon strong? Watching you bedazzled me. Why, if I were 10 years younger, I'd grab hold and wouldn't leave your side. Okay, now we can go to Phenac City. Which is, as we just heard, a nice place. And don't get too comfortable seeing Espeon and Umbreon in the sidecar. Unfortunately, this is the last time we're going to see it. Hey, what are you doing? Get a grip, man. Yeah, you say that, but it won't stop squirming. Makes it tough to hold on. Okay, settle down in there. Just be quiet for a little while longer. Bah! Help! Someone let me out! Kidnappers! That tape didn't keep her yap shut. Hey, quit your shouting. Oh, drat, did that punk hear all that? Since you overheard us, we don't have any choice. Blame it on your own bad luck. Yeah, I never had Pokemon Stadium as a kid. We just didn't have that console. So, this game was actually my first exposure to Pokemon as 3D models and not as sprites. So, seeing that first Zigzagoon sprite, like they were actually fighting, they were actually running in zigzags like the Pokédex says they're supposed to. They're actually fainting. It just melted my child brain. And level 27 for Umbreon. I will not be able to name these guys until later, which is fine, because I haven't put any thought into that, really. You took out my Whismer. You're no ordinary trainer, are you? Huh? Wait a sec. That face. Might you be Team Snag'ems? What's going on out here? Yeek, somebody. Robbers, they're robbers. You be quiet. We're no robbers, we're kidnappers. Get it? Kidnappers. What, you dingbat, don't shoot off your mouth. Don't get all happy just on account of winning this once. The next time you meet, I'll trash you, your Pokemon and all. Oh, yuck. There's someone inside there. I don't feel like yuck is an appropriate response in this situation. Alright, well, I'm out of here. Please, we need your help. Fine. Can you give this rope a tug from the other side? The sack's mouth is firmly closed with a tightly knotted rope. Undo the knot? Sure. And all I had to do was tug on the rope, which somehow gradually loosened instead of making it tighter. And obligatory mention that in the Japanese release she's wearing a crop top and they censored it in the international release. Where is this? Where'd those two bring me? This is Phenac City, the opulent city of water. This person saved you from those thugs. The way he battled those goons, it was truly superb. I wish you could have seen it. Oh, is that so? Thank you. And, you are? Oh, so you're named Wes. I am. And this character's name is canonically Rui. My name's Rui. I'm sure glad I met you. I was in the neighboring town when those two grabbed me. Oh, those guys, did they use a peculiar Pokemon? A peculiar Pokemon? No, they looked ordinary to me. What do you mean by peculiar Pokemon? Oh, no. Well, that's fine then. Well, it's easy to see something's on your mind. You should go to see our mayor for his advice. He's a very kindly person. I'm sure that he'll be able to help you somehow. The mayor's house is near the fountain square past here. Go up the stairs from the square, and it's on your left. The mayor? Yes, that's true. The mayor might know something. Hey, Wes, I know I'm imposing, but I don't have anyone else that I can turn to. Please, can I get you to escort me? Nah. Those men might come back. Please, can I get you to stick with me for just a little while? Oh, just a little while, sure. Thank you, Wes. Heh, I thought you might say that. If you're with me, Wes, it won't matter if those guys come back again. Thank you. Thanks for joining me for a while. And it's going to be a long while. Alright, with our new friend. You know, you two make one attractive couple. It makes me a little envious. Ah ha ha ha. The mayor's house is near the fountain square past here. Okay. What fine weather this is. Truly a perfect sort of day for a Pokemon battle. So, young one, how about indulging this old man? Sure. The fun old man. There are some unique and interesting trainer classes in this game. This being one of them. Oh, I completely forgot. I need to go ahead and do this. I drew portraits for every obtainable Pokemon in this game, so that I can add them to my layout when the time comes. So for now, we have Espeon and Umbreon. So there's not... I haven't put a ton of... Not only did I not put thought into Espeon and Umbreon's names, I've also not put a ton of thought into my team. I put a little bit of thought into it. Obviously, we're not getting to a full team of 6 in this stream. I'm planning to stream for maybe 3-ish hours, or whenever we reach a good stopping point. Whichever happens first. Whoa, I forgot to concede this one, lad. Alright, Drig. It has been a pleasure. That Team Snag'em doesn't frighten me, after all. Where those people are is far away from here. They wouldn't come out here. The thugs of Pyrite Town, they're much more frightening to me. There's been nothing but news about Team Snag'em on every channel all day long. Usually they'd have at least one channel showing anime or something. Rumble. Pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing. I don't remember. Oh, there we go. This is a repeat of an earlier news story. A Team Snag'em member... Okay, I haven't seen this one yet. A Team Snag'em member was arrested after being found hiding in Echo Canyon after the Snag'em hideout explosion. During interrogation, the Snag'em member revealed that the explosion resulted from a clash between Snag'em members. The explosion apparently destroyed the snag machine used for stealing Pokemon. However, it is said that only the large snag machine was destroyed. The small portable snag machine appears to have been taken by this Team Snag'em member who blew up the Snag'em hideout. Oh yeah, if it's not the good-looking couple from earlier. So what's up? Did you manage to find anything out? No, because I'm doing everything except what I was told to do. Is that right? That's gotta be vexing. I know. If it's about Pokemon, there's a pre-gym. It's actually called Prestige Precept Center, but everybody calls it pre-gym. Pre-gym is a place where skilled trainers work on their own abilities as well as their Pokemon. You'll find many trainers there who are knowledgeable about Pokemon. I'm sure they can help you. Pre-gym is on the raised middle part of town. You should visit there. Right after I talk to this cast form. And you... There was some ruckus going on near the town's entrance earlier. It better not be the goons again from the next town over. Alright, here we are. You must be travelers. Are you Pokemon trainers? No, not at all. Is that so? But you just don't look like ordinary travelers to me. The town's layout is displayed. Hi, big guy. Look, this is really neat. See, it's a map of Phenac City. Isn't it cool? Let me just heal up. I don't have a ton of gripes with this game. But there is the issue of only being able to save at the Pokemon Center. Which is going to only be convenient to me later on. And then there's nothing down here for me yet. If you're still traveling, you should stock up on supplies at the shop. I recommend it. After all, it's my house. Well, anyway, that shop has the best reputation around these parts. And as far as I recall, I'm actually doing pretty alright on items. I start with a lot of stuff. I've even got super potions, but I suppose I can get some more. There we go. I'm officially prepared. Ah, boo, I keep getting figures that I don't want. Darn, the one I want under that capsule. I don't think I can interact with anything. If your Pokemon is hurt and weakened, you should use a potion on it. Every trainer should be carrying at least a potion or two. It's not as if there's always going to be a Pokemon Center when you need one. That's why a potion comes in handy. I don't have a Pokemon of my own yet, but I come here every day. They have all sorts of Pokemon merchandise here. It's fun to just look even. An antidote cures poisoning, paralyze heal cures paralysis, and awakening wakes a Pokemon from sleep. But if your Pokemon falls asleep in a battle, just call out his name. That will wake it up. It doesn't get cheaper than free. To catch a wild Pokemon, you need a Pokeball of some sort. That's common knowledge. But, as you know, there are no wild Pokemon around these parts. So there's no demand for Pokeballs, meaning nobody sells them. That's common knowledge too. Indeed, this game does not have any wild Pokemon at all. Which is unconventional Pokemon experience number 2. Now for the sake of progress, I'll skip the pre-gym for now and do what I was actually told to do, so we can get unconventional Pokemon experience number 3. I guess you're a traveling trainer. I like what I see in your expression. I have a feeling I may see you again somewhere. Me too, very obviously evil man. Ah, you must be travelers. Welcome to Phenac City. I am Escade. Whatever. The mayor. Now you wanted to see me. Is there something that I may be able to assist you with? Oh, what may I do for a pretty young lady like you? I saw it. Saw it? And what did you see? I saw a peculiar Pokemon. No, that's not quite right. What I saw was a Pokemon that gave off a black aura. It was like a fighting machine, and that Pokemon would attack people. Oh my, Pokemon like a fighting machine, and it attacks people? Now if that were true, that would be truly frightening. However, it's a little hard to believe. It's true, Mr. Mayor. Because I saw that Pokemon, I was made the prisoner of some frightening men until just a little while ago. I see. I understand. I will order an investigation at once. You will? Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Oh, no. There's no need for thanks. We mustn't allow thugs to do as they wish, especially thugs that endanger a pretty young lady like you. I'll ask that you give me a little time on this matter. I promise we will get some useful information for you. Oh yes, you appear to be a Pokemon trainer yourself. If so, I urge you to visit our city's pride and joy, our Pokemon Stadium. It's a breathtakingly beautiful stadium, befitting our Oasis city. I promise you'll obtain useful information about those sinister Pokemon. And stadium, symbol of civic pride. Off we go. Hi, did you know? No, I did not know. They say that Team Snagum's hideout was blown up. Who could have done such a thing? And if I say yes, isn't it amazing? And here we are. At the stadium. As instructed. Isn't this city stadium amazing? Oh, I wish I could soon battle at a stadium as fabulous as this one. Hi, are you here to take part in the challenge too? No. So you must be here to watch the battles. It's great to see some awesome Pokemon moves in a live setting. The winner gets a cash and a TM, which is short for Technical Machine. A TM is used for teaching a move to a Pokemon, so it's important. It doesn't appear as if it can be opened yet. And welcome to Phenac Stadium. This is where registered trainers for challenges. However, the current challenge has already started, so we are no longer accepting trainers for this challenge. Please come back and enter the next challenge. Well, darn. I guess we'll leave. A different camera angle. Hey, Wes, we finally found you, you filthy double-crossing traitor. Wrecking the hideout wasn't good enough for you, so you rip off the snag machine? You've got some nerve. Who are these people, huh? Are they Team Snag'em? And what do they mean by traitor? Wes, you mean. That's right, pretty lady. He's from Team Snag'em, just like us. But he's no ordinary member, he's a snagger. He's the best in Team Snag'em at snagging Pokemon without fail. No way, is it true, Wes? No! Oh, you gritted your teeth, didn't you? Didn't you? Then it must be true. That's a little shocking. Hey, Wes, go on, hand it over. Give back the snag machine you ripped off from the hideout. Snag machine? Wes, do you really have something like that? The snag machine is built for trainers. When a trainer puts a snag machine on, their Pokeballs are converted. Ordinary Pokeballs are turned into snag balls like a steel Pokemon from their trainers in battle. Hey, you blabbermouth, keep that stuff secret. I get it, Wes. That's why these creeps are chasing after you. Creeps? What do you mean by creeps? God, this is getting us nowhere. If you won't give it back willingly, we'll take it back by force. Team Snag'em whackin'. Alright, how about we do the intelligent thing and use a psychic move on the poison Pokemon. And 26 for Espeon. And Nom. Even though Espeon starts out at a lower level and is really going to stay there compared to Umbreon, it's still going to be pulling a lot more weight than Umbreon will, which is unfortunate if your name is Umbreon. Blast you, Wes, don't think this is over. We're going to get that snag machine back, just you wait. Well, what do you know, Wes? So you're from Team Snag'em. Oh right, to be accurate, I should say former Team Snag'em. It's okay, Wes, it doesn't matter to me who you are. After all, you're my gallant prince who rescued me when I was in trouble. So it doesn't matter. Besides, I thought of something after listening to those creeps. Listen, Wes, we should go shopping for some Pokeballs. Now, you'd think this guy would give some sort of clue, but he doesn't say a word about Pokeballs. So, where are you supposed to find a clue where to get Pokeballs? And naturally, you're supposed to go to this random guy up here. No one sells Pokeballs around these parts, that's common knowledge. The guy that runs the Outskirt Stand used to sell them before, but you have to keep that a secret. So I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't say anything either. Yeah, so if you didn't already know, this guy, I think, is the only one who says anything about it. Not that there are a ton of locations on your map at this point, so you probably could just figure it out through guesswork. Oh, hi, you two. We just noticed, but the truck that was here was gone. Those thugs must have come back and taken off in it. I bet they came from Pyrite Town. I'm sure of it. Well, Outskirt Stand, here we go. I think... I was worried about you. Some rough-looking characters came around asking about you. It made me worried. Those guys, they look like they're from Team Snag'em. Yeah, I can re-battle him, like, pretty soon, I think. I think you're able to... I'm not sure if it's time or events that trigger it, but you can pretty frequently re-battle him. Hi, can I ask you something? Don't you sell any Pokeballs? Pokeballs, you say? There's no call for these things around those things around these parts. Where'd I put them now? Oh yeah, here they are. A little dusty, I'm afraid, but otherwise perfectly usable. Here, take these. I'll let you have them for free. 5 Pokeballs. And I can buy them, and it's the same. Buying 10 gets me a Premier Ball dealio as the rest of Gen 3. And the rest of all the games in the future, too. Not just Gen 3. There we go. We got Pokeballs, a single Premier Ball, and Great Balls. Now whatever shall I use them on since there are no wild Pokemon here? Yeah, look. Rui stole Espeon and Umbreon's spot, and she's gonna stay there. I thought it was fun having Pokemon in my sidecar, but oh well. It's you two, something terrible's happening. A whole lot of scary men came here. I think I even saw those 2 creeps who took off in the truck earlier. Well, that's all fine and good, but I would like to save. Because, as we established, I have to be in a very specific location in order to do so. Also, I don't think I need to heal. You know what? While we're in this menu, why don't I pick a fun ringtone for IPDA? I think... Let's go Melody 2. Alright. Not that that matters quite yet, but it will. And I'm sure it's going to be a little bit obnoxious watching me run back and forth to the Pokemon Center to save, but I kind of have to. This was thankfully fixed in the sequel. In Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, I can just save from my menu like every other Pokemon game ever. Now let's see what shenanigans are happening here. And these look like shenanigans, alright. Master Mirror B, it's him! He's the one who took the girl from us. Oh, now aren't you boys frightfully pathetic? You mean to tell me that you were bested by these darling infants? Darling, did you say your name is Wes or something? I so don't like saying this, but we're not at liberty to keep your lady friend at liberty. That sweet young thing, she could see things that ordinary people aren't supposed to see. That just will not do for what we're planning to do. No, it just won't do at all. If you don't like pain, like most people, you can avoid the pain by keeping your nose out of places it needn't be. Boys, oh boys. Yes, we will. Boys, I shall make my return to Pyrite now. Do remember that I will be waiting for you to return with the little lady. Am I making myself clear? I won't accept failure from you again, boys. Foo ho ho ho. Let the music spin, let's get it on. Bye, Power Rangers. You. The last time you caught me off guard. That's not gonna happen again. And they are no longer Shady Guy. They are Mirror B Peon. Ah, blasted. I got tripped up again. My turn now. I'm not going to end up like Folly. Duskull and Spinnerack. Duskull's got a pretty funny fainting animation. A lot of the Pokemon do, which is one of the things I like about this game a lot, is how fun some of the animations are. And Makuhita, level 30. Wes, is that one? That Pokemon. Those jerks captured me because I saw that Pokemon. I could see a black aura coming from it. They must have done something to that Pokemon. Wes, be careful. This Pokemon isn't afraid to attack people. I know, Wes. I hate to say this, but there's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. Please, you have to. You can... Actually, only you can do it. So every kid at some point in their life who played Pokemon probably wished you could play as Team Rocket. Well, this is the closest you can get to that, because in order to get Pokemon, since there are no wild Pokemon, I expand my team by snagging Pokemon from trainers who have them, with this purple box around it. So, if you are unfortunate enough to have never played, but you have played Pokemon Go, this is where the Shadow Pokemon in that game originated. Wasn't expecting that to work at full health, but you know what? I'm not gonna argue. And we watched Duskull deflate. And there we go, we caught a Pokemon. My Pokemon? No, it's my Pokemon. Darn it, but you're good. You snagged my Pokemon. Hey, what are you saying? You're not supposed to be impressed. No, man, what are we supposed to do? We got flattened again. Mirror B is gonna chew us out. What do we do? What is there to do? Run away! You did it, Wes. You snagged that Pokemon from that goon. But I'm sure there are others like it. Let's get all of them back from the bad guys. And let's take a look at our new friend who tried to punch me moments ago. I can't see its nature yet. And it's only got Shadow Rush, which does recoil damage. But it also isn't constrained by any sort of type. So I can use it on anything. We just received breaking news. According to the arrested Snag member, the smaller Snag machine is compact enough to be carried by a single person. Wearing this machine transforms ordinary Pokeballs into Snag Balls. A Snag Ball is an alarming device. It can actually steal Pokemon from their trainers. It is hoped that the missing Snag machine, will not be used for criminal purposes again. That's not what it's called. Anyway. Regardless of whether it's going to be a permanent team member, I still have a new team member, and you know what that means. And we'll put you right there. There we go. There's our squad. Now, the way out of town is blocked by our 3 Power Ranger friends. And I didn't talk to you earlier. This town was peaceful before, but lately it's been turning rougher. It's because of the thugs that live in Pyrite Town, which is the next town over. They've been showing up here. I don't want to have anything to do with them. Let sleeping dogs lie, that's what I say. Guan indeed. In order to leave town, I need to beat one of the Power Rangers, but only one of them. Sorry to break it to you, but I'm not about to let you pass. Already have this idea. You know what? I'm gonna say it first, actually. Because I'm about to go up against another Shadow Pokemon to steal. I mean, rescue. And if I screw up, technically I have another chance, but not like till the post-game. There is a finite number of encounters in this game that are always the same every playthrough, which is not amazing for replayability, but it's varied enough to be different playthrough to playthrough. But if you miss one, well, a lot of them, like, you got a second shot at all of them, but most of them are after the post-game or after you do some sort of specific thing, so I can't just... My best bet is to save and hope I don't screw up the first time. Now, this guy is going to have a Shadow Crocodile. My options to get out of town are to leave with Bayleaf Quilava or Crocodile. And as a certified Cyndaquil enjoyer, normally when I played this game in the past, it was always Quilava that I chose. However, I like the idea of having the return of Chompy from the Sapphire Randomizer. I'm going to call you Chompy. Well, I for one am excited for Chompy to save the run. To save me. After all, Chompy helped us, but then I left him in the PC. He wasn't part of the team. But that can be fixed now. This time, Chompy can come along on our adventure. Assuming I don't accidentally murder him, but that's what the save was for. And this is kind of why Umbreon not being super strong is not necessarily a bad thing, because I can minimize my chances of accidentally killing what I'm trying to catch. Let's do this, actually. Of course, there's always the risk that they kill themselves with Shadow Rush. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, let's get fancy. We'll use a Premier Ball. Once again, didn't expect that to work. I expected the old starter catch rates to kick in. You're tough. Truly and Folly can't be blamed for losing. What was that strange Pokemon? What did you people do to it? That? It's a Pokemon that we turned into a fighting machine by artificially closing the door to its heart. No, you didn't. You artificially closed the door to that poor Pokemon's heart? Knowing that's not going to help you do anything. And now we're free to leave town. When I was little, I heard about that. They say that if any Pokemon closes the door to its heart, it can be gradually reopened by battling together with it. Wes, let's go. Those guys are probably headed for Pyrite Town. After all, it was in Pyrite that they captured me. And that sounds like a fun place to be, but first I'm going to heal. And then I'm going to save. I'm going to be doing that a lot. Yeah, I'll grab a couple more Pokemon and then we'll loop back around and do the pre-gym. Right after we see this lovely construction site. Whoa, hold it there. This is a construction site. It's not a safe place to be. This is no place for tourists to visit. Go on, scram. Oh yep, it's been a mighty long time. I can't rightly recall when it was that I was last at home. But we're just about done here. All that's left is to clean up the site and we're done. I've been working hard, I have. Let me tell you, making this here huge tower is one massive job. It's hard to imagine, even for me. Y'all come back to visit when we're all done here. It'll be a Colosseum on top of the tower. Amazing stuff. And now it's Pyrite Town. Nah, Mr. Johnson, give a man a break here. I keep telling you I don't know anything. That better be true, Cail. If you're trying to con me, I'll know about it. Mr. Johnson, sir, I wouldn't think about lying to you. You've got to believe me, right? Alright, fine. I'll let you off easy today. See you. What a nitwit. Of course I haven't got a thing to tell you. What are you looking at? I haven't seen your faces around these parts. What are you, tourists? If you don't want to get hurt, you should get lost and quick, for the good of your health. This is Pyrite, the town of earth, wind, and money. You appear to be outsiders. You best beware. There are many ne'er-do-well sorts here. People call Fatine the mother of Pyrite. Her ability as a fortune teller is highly regarded. Why, just a while ago, she even determined where my wife is living since she left me. Find what you seek, be an object, person, or luck. Welcome to Fatine's fortune-telling chamber. I am Fatine. If ever a problem clouds your brow, you shall come to me. Whatever your problem may be, my fortune-telling shall lead to the solution. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow, 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 I'm sorry, Chief, but there's trouble afoot. You see, Chief, there's talk that thugs been witnessed using strange Pokémon. Huh? Chief, you're not the Chief. I beg your pardon. I'm here, Johnson. That story isn't new. I've heard about it over and over already. Oh, Chief, there you are. Yeah, you're such a kidder. I'm Johnson. I'm the law around here. It's my job to uphold the peace in this town. My name's Charles. I'm the chief of police in this town. Are you two travelers? No. I see, but whether you are or not, it would be best if you would get out of the town as soon as possible. This town's descended into a state of lawless chaos. I couldn't guarantee your safety if anything were to happen. What's up, guys? Not you two again. Listen, you have to promise. Don't tell Mirror B that we're hiding out in here, okay? After we blew our last chance, we couldn't go back, so we turned ourselves in for stealing that truck, and here we are. If we stay here, we'd be safe. And I will save, because I'm in the neighborhood. And why shouldn't I? You thugs must be Mirror B's newest recruits. Well, shoot, beat it. I don't have any money to give to the likes of you. Are you trying to sell me something? Well, sorry, I don't need anything. Please leave. Pyrite Town's always had a history as a rough town. With all the muscle-bound roughnecks around, that's not a surprise. But when Duking was in charge, there wasn't any of this lawlessness that you see today. What's come over Duking? The name's Duking. I run the Colosseum here. If you want to enter a battle, go see the Colosseum's receptionist. Now, if you excuse me, I'm busy. I'm the lookout. Nobody's supposed to get by me. There's nothing special behind the bookshelf. What about something special next to the bookshelf? I'm the lookout. Nothing special behind the bookshelf? Nah, it's no funny. It doesn't say anything good. That's why, Marcia. You've got to somehow snag them from those criminals. You startled me. How'd you get in here? That's weird. My little brother's supposed to be on the lookout. Are you Papa's friends? I'm Marcia. Pleased to meet you. But sorry, we're busy. We're talking about something that's quite important. Please come visit and play with us another time. My sister hasn't done anything but chatter. I'm so bored. I want to play house. Duking, how much more are you going to take from Mirror B and his stooges? They're using you in the Colosseum. What does the matter with you? How they suck the spirit right out of you? So you just clam up. I've lost faith in you. That man that went out is Silva. He's Duking's friend, but he was really angry. His face looked all scary. Sorry, but I'm busy. You'll have to excuse me. I'll teach you about one of the few rules this town has. Here we have street battles rather than exchanging greetings. So let's see what our new friends have got to show. And already their gauges are starting to go down just from walking. And there we go. Makuhita's in hyper mode, but not for long. I call it, and that's going to be the primary way I take out big chunks of the shadow gauge at once. And how effective that is going to vary from Pokemon to Pokemon. I tripped myself up, but you're not bad at all. Your Pokemon are tops too. I can see it in your eyes. You're just like us. It's easy to see. And I don't think that's enough to get a new... Yes, I did get a new move. Alright, there we go. Focus energy. So as I gradually lower that gauge, I will gain access to moves other than Shadow Rush. Oh, look what we have here. You're quite the hottie. Why don't you lose that wallflower with you and be my sweetie? Wait a second. Who are you to call me a wallflower? What about me makes me a wallflower? Look at her, she's all serious. Uncool. I'm only teasing out of boredom. A guy like him, he's not to my taste. That's it. I'm furious now. Wes, be a man. Stomp her down. Stomp? Who, me? That's a laugh. Come on then, I'll go easy on you. Wes, it was here in this square. This circle, really, that I saw that strange Pokemon. I tried to leave town afterwards, and that's when those creeps grabbed me. We should be careful. Even at the best of times, there's nothing normal about this town. And rip Crocodile. But that's okay. Because I can use this lovely healing machine. Who needs a dumb old Pokemon Center? I certainly don't. Silly me. If there's an NPC, I've got to talk to him. I didn't get here in time to make the registration. I've heard rumors that if you win the challenge, you get an awesome Pokemon like that Cail did. Oh, sheesh, what am I saying? You have to keep that a secret. Teddy never hurt me, okay? Wes, wasn't Cail that guy who was hanging around the town's entrance? We should ask him. He might know something. And sure enough, the current challenge is already underway. Story of my life, apparently. Okay, I think it is you. Battle, so much fun. Pokemon battles for everyone. We are about to see the consequences of my decision to pick Orre Not instead of Quilava. This Slugma is basically my only option for a fire type, if I did not pick Quilava. Technically, there are two others. One of them is a legendary, which feels like cheating, and the other one is at the very end of the game. So, this Slugma is going to be my next team member. I don't plan to keep Makuhita around forever. I've got an idea of what I want to replace it with. So that means Espeon, Umbreon. In fact, Umbreon might not even stick around either. So for sure, definitely, Espeon, Crocodile, Slugma is going to be my, on the permanent roster. But we'll see how it goes. I can be flexible. And no wonder Makuhita wanted to punch me. I'm a terrible trainer. I'll do that, and then I will do... Let's do a Great Ball. Just cuz. I didn't drink my tea fast enough. It is cold. And there we go, Slugma. We'll go ahead and call a Croconaut. If I keep Croconaut in hyper mode, then I get a higher critical hit chance on Shadow Rush. But it can also do stuff like disobey, or just hurt itself as if it's confused. And for now, I just kind of see the greatest benefit to unlocking moves as I take down the Shadow Gauge. Also, it kind of feels mean to keep it in hyper mode. Because the implication is that it's not really in its right mind. And I can grab one more Pokemon, I guess. And then I can circle back around to Phenac City and do the pre-gym. That's a bunch of battles in a row, so that'll be good for getting started on the purification process. Because we're already making some good headway with Makuhita and Croconaut. Why do the trainers here have a strange Pokemon? I'm sure of it now. This town is hiding a big secret. Okay. We'll pick one more. Everybody in that Duel Circle, not Duel Square, has a Shadow Pokemon. So I'll just grab one and then we'll get the rest later. As far as a team member is concerned, though, I think it's you. Yes, it is you. Okay. Because I was thinking about maybe using Flaffy. And that would give me Psychic, Water, Fire, Electric. And I'd like to be well-rounded if possible. I guess I'll keep trying, and then I'll just go ahead and have Croconaut use Scary Face. Because it might decide to go into hyper mode and allow me to purify it just a teeny bit more. Or I could just catch the Flaffy. And you know what that means. It means I get to add Flaffy to the layout. And yeah, whatever the audio thinks it's doing is really starting to get annoying. But I just don't know what I can do about it, really. There we go. There's our squad of 6 for now. There will be replacements, but for now, just having a variety will be good, even if most of them can only attack with Shadow Rush. You're surprisingly good. I think you deserve to know a little secret about a certain Pokemon move. Move Shadow Rush inflicts damage on any kind of Pokemon without being affected by their types. The amount of damage doesn't vary with the target Pokemon's type, so it's easy to use. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna go wrap things up at Phenac City. I don't remember if I talked to this guy or not. Maybe I did. Apparently no, I didn't. Alright, so that should be all the NPC dialogue and all the houses broken into, so all that really is left for me here is just the pre-gym. And even that's technically optional, but the more battles I do, the better. And now I have Vital Throw. Not that that's gonna be terribly useful against a couple of bug types, but I'm happy to have it nonetheless. Yeah, I guess Slugma's just a real chill individual. Hasn't gone into hyper mode once. Okay. All I had to do was say something about it. Well, the good news is this is a Silcoon, so I can take my time and not worry a whole lot about it killing me. So here we go, we'll call them both. And yeah, Slugma loses a lot less of the gauge than Makuhita does. Because Makuhita and Crocodile were going down by like a whole bar at once. And my last move on Makuhita is Cross Chop. Alright, that took longer than I feel it should have, considering my opponents were a Wurmple and a Silcoon. But that's okay. We're making good progress on the Shadow Pokemon, which is kind of what I wanted. I didn't think I'd lose. Big guy, you're tough. I want you to have this since you're so good. I got a TM41. And if memory serves, I can't use that on Shadow Pokemon. Didn't think so. Umbreon. Because I just don't see myself using Snatch. I'd have to, or Taunt either. I guess Snatch is a lot, like if I happen to know that something knows something that could raise a stat, then that could be useful, but I just don't really. I know Taunt has its uses, but I think Torment just has a couple more. I would like to successfully pull off a Snatch at some point and have it actually work, because it's just a move I almost never use. It just requires me to successfully predict something to happen. Alright, and here we go. We'll do some more battling at the pre-gym, and work on these Shadow Pokemon. Welcome to pre-gym. This is a place for trainers and Pokemon to not only sharpen their strength and skills, but also their body and spirit. First though, I would like to come over here and get... Now pay attention, one does not simply become a good trainer. One does not become a good trainer simply by battling without strategy. A good trainer always thinks about the Pokemon that are in battle. You must be a trainer too. Are you listening in on my class? Since you're here, I have something here that you might like. Can I see your PDA, please? A Pokemon Digital Assistant, or PDA for short. I've upgraded it and added the strategy memo function to be able to check the types and abilities of the Pokemon you've met at a glance. Come see me whenever you'd like. I'll update your PDA with detailed data on the Pokemon you've met. And this was something I liked as a kid. Because if I can, like for example, let me find Slack Off. So I can zoom in and out, and I can turn it, and I can also look at its back, and I can look at its belly. So I can see it's got pink, like a pink circle on its belly, which is normally not visible. So, as a kid, this was perfect as a drawing reference. I could see the Pokemon from any angle I felt like. And the Pokédexes in the modern games where you can sort of rotate them, they don't let me rotate it up like this to see the underside. So it's not quite as useful as this was. Yeah, I think I have to talk to her every time I see a new Pokemon in order for her to update it. But yeah, if I happen to be in the area, I can do that, but it's just outside of as drawing references, it's just not something I'm gonna think about ever. Alright, and now for why we're actually here. Hello, I'm Justy. I'm in charge of running the pre-gym. Judging by your appearance, I'd say that you're traveling, the two of you. But what do you think? Since you're already here, do you feel like having a battle? Okay, let me introduce you to the trainers of pre-gym. When you're ready, just go to the battle area in the center and stand at the left-hand side. Let's go for it. I'll be right here cheering. Looks like you're ready. Well, let's get this started. In all, you'll be facing 4 trainers. They're all a handful, I can vouch for that. And now, this is where your opponent enters. Do you feel like taking on some grass-type Pokemon? Then I'm the one you want. Well, if only Slugma knew Flamethrower. And these 4 trainers' names are all puns. This guy's name is presumably supposed to be pronounced Botan, like I said botany, and he uses grass types. I don't know. Fighting should be neutral. Oh, I got Yawn. That's gonna be good for catching Pokemon. And we'll go ahead and we'll Shadow Rush this one, and we will call it Slugma. Or maybe Hoppip can live another day. Well, that's fine, because I can knock out the last little bit of Makuhita's Shadow Gauge, which is not the final step of purification, but now he's ready. So once we get there, we've done the hard work. So I'll go ahead and do this. And finally I can get an attack off. Alright, so I've done about as much damage as I can do here in Makuhita Land. So let's go Flaffy now. Let's work on somebody new. And as I recall, I can't swap things around between battles. They are all going to be in a row, so I will have to... I'm going to toughen up some more. I hope you keep working too. So if I want to give somebody else a turn being purified, I'm going to have to swap Makuhita out each first turn. But that's fine. Actually, it looks like I can swap. Unless that makes me start over. I'm actually not sure. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and... let's put Crocodile up front. Well, let's find out. Okay, yeah, I just pick up where I left off. That's good. The water type battling to me. I'll teach you just how strong the water type can be. And her name is Liqui. Like, at least these ones are puns, but we've already seen some silly names and they're only going to get sillier. We'll just brute force it. I don't feel like yawning. I don't think it's necessary for a Meryl and a Surskit. Oh, we're never gonna get anywhere like this. I appreciate the crit, Croconaw, thank you. Hooray. My goal is to become the ultimate water-type battler. Back to more training for me. And we'll keep chugging on with our battle challenge. Is it you? Did you want to battle me? You don't look like a trainer. Well, it doesn't matter. You can learn how a proper trainer battles from me. And this guy's pun is Doug because he uses ground types. Well, Crocodile, feel free to learn a water type move anytime you like. I sure could use one. Although at this rate, Slug might get his fire type move first. Unless it dies, of course. Oh, I think I can't use an item on Slugma while it's in hyper mode. I might be misremembering that. And it might just die for no reason. Or Trappage could have mercy. Yeah, the trainers in this game can make some silly decisions sometimes. We've already seen it, using Thunder Wave on an already paralyzed Pokemon, Surskit using Agility when its speed was maxed out, and now Trappage not going for the kill. So I'm going to take this turn to heal up Slugma, and I will use it to attack. This Swinub sure doesn't seem to want to do much besides use Odor Sleuth. Which is fine by me. Okay, I'd like to make some progress. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and look at one of them out of hyper mode. And we'll see if I get that crit. There we go. So now we'll call Croconaw. And Rock Throw is not gonna help me here. But I suppose it's good to have it. Not that I think Slugma's physical attack is anything special. You're tough even though you don't look it. I don't know, I think I look pretty tough. The way you battle is, interesting. You might say it's unique, or maybe it's just chaotic. Well, I wish you the best of luck. And I will keep chugging on. Your challenge is accepted. I do hope you're ready. And Gwyn. Yeah, I might just have to swap Slugma out for this one. Because I'm very happy that I have Surf now, but that is not going to help me. Let's just... We don't want Espeon Umbreon falling behind, so we'll just get Espeon out here. This doesn't look very good for Flaffy either. And this is thankfully Gen 3 Surf, which does not hit my partner. So there's really no downside to this. Look at that. Espeon just had to stand there and look cute. They didn't have to do anything. Yeah, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see what her pun is supposed to be. Like, the other three are pretty obvious, but not this one. I'm sure I'm gonna realize it at 2 AM tonight. If anything, it looks like it should be Wing, Rear Reins, and she should have flying types, but... oh well. Maybe her pun is just too sophisticated for me. Oh, that was inspiring. You showed me a great battle. It deserves a gift. I want you to have this. A white herb. What was that? You already have 6 Pokemon? Well, that speeds things up, alright. You feel like battling me after I heal? Yes, I would love to. even though I'm fairly certain I'm going to lose. It's not an easy fight as far as I recall. But I might as well try because I'm in the neighborhood. Right after we check this out. This is a training center. It has a variety of terrain, so any kind of Pokemon can train where they're most comfortable. Ah yes, a Magikarp on land. Very comfortable. That's it. Yes, Splash! Way to go! And Oddish rocking out to the music. Yeah, sadly not a very big area, but it's fun to see Pokemon in the overworld no matter what. Gow, gow. Excellent, don't forget that timing, that's going to make us surefire winners. And this guy lost his Diglett or something. Sandslash. I don't know why I thought it was a Diglett. Where'd my Sandslash go? Come on, boy, come out, please. Alright, I'm gonna heal, and then we'll do this battle just for shiggles. And then we'll go back to Pyrite Town and get things back on track. Also... there we go, I can see Crocodile's nature now. Timid, which, according to my handy-dandy chart, is plus speed minus attack. Which is... I guess it doesn't matter a ton, because it's got Bite and Surf, which are both special. But still. So I don't like that. Adamant and Modest are the two that I actually do know off the top of my head. They're the only ones. Adamant is plus attack minus special attack. And the entire reason I chose Slugma is to function as a fire type, which, you know, famously use special moves. I already saw you. Makuhita is Jolly, which is plus speed minus special attack. That's fine, it doesn't need special attack. It's 15. And Flaffy we don't know yet because I haven't really used it. Alright, well that is reassuring. I guess that will make Slugma just a little bit better at using that rock throw, but... ugh. You know, in my very first playthrough of Legends Arceus, I had an Adamant Cyndaquil, and I was able to make that work, so why not an Adamant Slugma? Finally got your 6 I've had my 6 Pokemon for my party. This is making me feel sort of giddy. Are you ready to go to the pallet area in the center and stand on the left-hand side? Don't mind if I do. Now, I don't remember what he starts with, but what I do remember is that there's a Gligar at some point. Like, I think he uses Sandstorm, but it's been a while. So let's just go into this with low expectations. Like I said, I'm not expecting to win. Yeah, look, level 41. So I can deal with Gligar with Surf. And if somebody decided to learn Flamethrower, I could deal with Cacnea as well. But for now, we'll do that. Let's go ahead and get some use out of Yawn. Yeah, not great. Yep, there we go. Sandstorm, my Sandstorm is already up. Like, there are some tough battles later, but even in those ones, the trainers are going to do some really ridiculous things. So if I somehow manage to win this, it's not even going to be because I'm good. It's going to be because Justy threw the battle. And also because I cheated by using Yawn. Alright, I'll just keep on surfing. And I don't... I could put that Adamant... I'll just use Shadow Rush. neither of them is the bigger threat if they're just going to use a double team and Sandstorm and not actually attack, but I don't know. Okay, well this is fine, because this should unlock my last move. Which I want to say is Flamethrower. I might be wrong, but I hope I'm not. There we go. I don't like the multiple double teams, but I'm not completely screwed yet, I don't think. So let's... Sure. And there it is, Flamethrower. I'm just gonna run out of surfs at this rate. Oh, good morning, Cactian. Alright, we may be here a while. And I don't think I can really do anything about that. Sure took a sweet time using that. Alright, there we go. This, however, I'm a little bit afraid of. Okay, let us go ahead and Shadow Rush, and I will get Slugma out of there. Not that Flaffy has an electric type move quite yet, but I think Slugma's in trouble if I don't switch. Flaffy might be too. I wasn't expecting Gligar to actually attack. Oh boy. Yeah, why don't I, instead of Flaffy, why don't I just go Umbreon and tank this dig? I'm assuming Flaffy's a target, but with the way these trainers think sometimes, who knows? Yeah, even with Umbreon's bulk, that hurt. Okay, why don't I... This feels like a waste of items if I'm pretty positive I'm not going to win, but I don't want to totally phone it in either. Okay, let's go ahead and use... This might actually be a situation where I could get some use out of Snatch, since they sure seem to like using double team and stuff like that. Ow. And there we go. I'll take that. Now I get to be obnoxious. Okay, I'm going to surf. And let's try it again. Haha! Alright, one of these days I have to hit. And then... Huh. Alright, fair enough. Well, I guess... getting a reflect up would be a good idea. And thank you. Alright, I'm going to reflect. Yeah, Reflect and Helping Hand are both moves that I wish Umbreon had instead of Espeon. No. I didn't think it'd work like that. Alright, either way I'm using Reflect. Alright. Today I learned. And I allowed it to get off a double team. Okay, let me try to actually do some damage here. While I try to prevent Espeon's untimely demise with Umbreon's turn. Because that Aerial Ace kind of hurt. Even with Reflect up. I was really hoping that would do more. And that was without Light Screen. Let's go ahead and heal Umbreon. I guess I could try and snatch another double team. That just seems like the only way I'm not gonna die. Alright, bye Espeon. Aerial Ace is gonna destroy Makuhita. Dig is gonna destroy Flaffy and Slugma, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I should have a new move on Flaffy. No, I just barely not. That's okay. We'll try and take out Gligar. Alright, that's useful. That's not, though. Alright, Reflect is gone, but it's not like that would have saved Flaffy from Dig anyway. I guess Flaffy's gonna die, so if there's anything useful I could do on Flaffy's turn... Not that there seems to be, I don't have revives. What is... I guess I could use a potion on Slugma as my only real option, but, you know, Slugma's days are numbered as well. And then Umbreon can bite. And if Confusion didn't kill it, without a Light Screen, there is no way Bite's gonna do it with a Light Screen. Props for actually choosing the super effective move instead of doing something redundant. Like, I think Vital Throw is the one that can't miss, but in exchange it goes last, and yeah, that's clearly not going to work out for me. Without the Light Screen, that actually might have killed Gligar. Yeah, now it's just waiting for my inevitable demise. Which is fine. I can come and avenge myself later on. But taking out 2 Pokemon is not too shabby, I don't think. I think Azumarill needs to... I'd say it needs to go down so it can't put up another light screen when this one goes away, but that's operating under the assumption that I'm gonna last 5 more turns. And maybe Umbreon will with those stolen double teams. But not Slugma. Yeah, here we go again. Oh, Slugma, this isn't the time. But maybe I could take advantage of it. Alright, Umbreon. The last bastion of hope. But I don't really mind just letting it die. I'd prefer for it to go down swinging, but with all the double teams and Sand Veil, which I think is what most of these Pokemon have, it's not really happening. Alright, well, Azumarill is going to die to the Sandstorm next turn. So I can... focus on Sandshrew for all the good that's going to do me. See, double team only works when they have it. I had 3 double teams, and those surfs still hit me. I guess Justy's is too strong after all. No, Justy cheats. He uses double team. And then when I use double team, it doesn't work. But anyway, that's good progress on my Shadow Pokemon. So I think Flaffy up front is probably wise. We'll swap Crocodile out for a little while. And we can head on to Pyrite Town and stop doing side quests. There are additional Pokemon for me to acquire. And we'll come back for Cail. We were told to talk to him, and I fully intend to. Also, I don't think there are any items in here, but I'll check anyway. This is the equivalent to the Pokemon Center here, but it costs money. $100 dues. Or I could use a healing machine in the Colosseum for free. Tower construction job. Apparently some fabulously rich guy had the tower built. It's amazing stuff. It wasn't that long ago when Duking was the man in Pyrite, but now that right out there weird Mirror B and his stooges ride herd over the town. I wonder what's so special about that Mirror B guy. Nothing here. Mutter. Okay, tackle now. No, don't get confused. Alright, no items, just some lore. Alright. I believe this guy is Noctowl. Which probably wouldn't be a bad thing to have, but I kind of have Espeon for confusion duty already. No, just kidding. This guy's mischievous. But there is a Noctowl. I guess maybe Mischievous isn't a bad option either, but Ghost is physical in Gen 3, and I find that obnoxious. So if I do want to stick to the 3-hour plan, I've got to catch these Pokemon in Duel Square/Circle. And then I've got the... I'm gonna have to participate in the... Oh, there we go. Easy catch that time. Participate in the Colosseum battles up at the stadium. And that might be, depending on how long all that takes, like, if these Pokemon take a long time to catch, and I'm stuck here for a while. If Pokemon goes in hyper mode, call its name and its head will snap back into reality. Yeah, I think the end of those Colosseum battles might be where we call it. But first, let's go up here and heal. And resuscitate my poor slug. And also save! Hooray! This is Duel Square, where even crying kids know they better shut up. This is where roughnecks gather. So how about it? How would you like to battle with me? Excellent. I like a man who can come to a quick decision. Let's have it out. And are you Noctowl? Yes, you are. Hooray! So far, so good. Alright, 2 left. I haven't talked to this guy yet. This windmill generates electricity for powering the Colosseum. May look a little worse for wear, but it's still going strong and active service. Oh, for 30 long years, I've spun these gears. What's with you, younglings? You want to spin gears too? Yes, I would love to. Wahaha, not to disappoint you, but this isn't a job just anybody can pick up. Give it another 20 years and come back. And if I say no... No doubt, no doubt. I've been doing this for 30 years. Only I can do this. Alright, now we heal. And save. Because I'm already at 3, maybe 4 of my permanent team members. And one of them is not going to be the Skiploom, but it would be funny to see Jumpluff in action, because in this game, the shadows under his puffballs are squares, and I almost considered using it for that fact alone. I was gonna say, that was close, but no, it's gonna die. Recoil. Alright, it'd be obnoxious to reset the whole thing, but I might not have to. I can just see how quickly I can rematch her. If it's like, leave the area and come back, or what? I'll heal, and we'll see if going into this building does it. If not, I will leave town and come back. So yeah, stakes are low. It's fine to, you know, screw it up this time. I just hope that doesn't happen in some later battles. Alright, can we battle again? Yes, okay, there we go. Easy peasy. Hello again, Skiploom. Oh, Shadow Pokemon. What an unforeseen turn of events. Hooray! I did the thing. Our last dual square/circle Pokemon is Quagsire, who I did consider using, but I've kind of got Croconaw filling that ecological niche for now. Although the ground typing would have been nice, but I have a plan for that later, I think. Yeah, we'll keep Slugma in. Maybe that's a little bit dumb, but I just have to switch it back in anyway in order to use Yawn again if Quagsire wakes up, and then that just is exposing it to a free hit, which is arguably more dangerous. There we go, it doesn't matter. You're way tough, we gotta battle again. Well, I got your Quagsire, so I see no reason to. Unless I decide to do some off-camera grinding, but that's not necessary quite yet. Without wild Pokemon, trainer rematches are kind of how you grind in this game, but there is a much better place for that later than here. Would it be weird to cat jam my own chat to this music? I'm gonna do it. I don't care. There we go. The situation warrants it. Alright, hello Cail. What's that? You wanted to know if I have a weird Pokemon? If you want to know that much, you might as well see it with your own eyes. I didn't really put any thought into who's up front for this one, but sure, Slugma's fine. I'm sure Furry can eat a confusion. Ow. Poor Slugma has just been a punching bag. Look at Seedot dance. Let's go another confusion and a flamethrower on Seedot. Yeah, I keep forgetting I have Helping Hand too. Not that I think I need it to help Slugma kill a Seedot, but I'm sure it'll come in handy later. I just wish Umbreon had it instead of Espeon. Now, what I for sure don't remember, like I remember some stuff, but I don't remember at all, like where I get certain TMs. So if Helping Hand is one of them at all, I don't remember that. Let alone where I'd find it. Alright, that could have been bad. My Shadow Pokemon. Now, I've been calling him that, but this is technically the first time we're supposed to learn that's what they're called. Bah, that was it? That lying Mirror Bee. He came up with that fancy, tough-sounding name, Shadow Pokemon, but it was no big deal. You guys be careful too. Don't be played for a sucker. That's about all they give you at the Colosseum. Shadow Pokemon? That's what it's called? A Shadow Pokemon. That Pokemon with the black aura. I trust things are going according to plan, Mirabee. Oh yes indeed, Master Nazgour. Our plan is coming along in a lovely, peachy keen way. We've already broken Duking's spirit. We can do as we please at the Colosseum without his meddling. We've been giving away shadow Pokemon on the sly to challenge winners for gathering data. Good. The others also appear to be doing their parts to implement our plan. Our shadow Pokemon plan is falling into place quickly. The final phase is not far off. Whoa, this is perking up my spirit and body. Oh, I feel like dancing. Save your dancing until our plan succeeds. I'm off. Okay then. I shall make my return to the cave where my darling Pokemon await my return. Let the music play. It looks like the Colosseum has a secret. I guess there's no choice but take part in a battle challenge there. People talk, eh? Word is there's a lot scarier presence in the shadows behind that mirror beam. It's probably best that you don't stick your nose too deeply in there, for the good of your health. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to... I talked to her at some point, I just thought it was sooner than it actually is, apparently. You know, if I ever have a medical emergency, I sure hope I sway to the music, to whatever music happens to be playing nearby. That Silva's gone too far this time. Ripped out and ripped off one of the gears. The Colosseum is going to be without power. Chief, are you alright? Yeah, the only thing bruised is my pride. It was only Silva, so I wasn't expecting any trouble. Huh? But isn't Silva Duking's trusted lieutenant? What's his motive for doing this? That's what I want to know. He was ranting about how the Colosseum could just shut down or something. Sorry to worry you, younglings. Thanks, I'll be fine now. But I need to ask for a favor. Nah. Oh, now don't be that way. Hear me out. If the Colosseum loses power, the whole town suffers. I need you to find that gear Silva ran off with. I'm counting on you, younglings. Duking and Silva had a falling out. No, that can't be right. Silva would never betray Duking. There's big trouble. The Colosseum must be in an uproar by now without any power. Silva, he must be driven to desperation. Alright, I know where it is, but I want to go up here first. Because I can interact with random gears, but then I find that they are not the right one. A worn gear is on the floor. It appears to be junk. Also, I want to heal. They were just going to open registration for the next challenge, but now this? What's going on here? Fortunately, though, there's still power to the healing machine. We have a terrible problem. The Colosseum doors suddenly stopped working. They won't open. Oh, I don't know what to do. We can't hold battles this way. Now, where might somebody dump off some random piece of debris without it being recognized as something more than a piece of debris? If only there were a place nearby with lots of other debris lying around too. Perhaps a construction lot of some sort. I think one of them actually comments on it. Apparently not this guy, even though he's closest to it. Not you. Alright, first guy, when I ran past. Some guy came wandering by a while back. He threw out some trash and then took off. What's this place look like? It's no garbage dump, that's for sure. And yay, the gear. Terribly sorry, Chief. You sure you're okay? Yup, I'm fine. There's no need for all the worrying. Good, that's good. But Silva, this is an outrage. No, I reckon he agonized over this and did it because he thought it right. I can't blame the man for that. Enough about that, Duking. Instead, I think you should look over there. What, you people? I reckon you might be saying thanks, Duking. That's the gear. You found it for us. What amazing luck. I'll ask you to excuse me for my behavior earlier. You seem to be people who are worthy of trust. You have my sincere thanks. Alright, I'll get you to slot that gear snugly back in the gap where it belongs. Oh, that gear. It's that stolen gear. Please, quickly, give it to the chief. I'll ask you to excuse me my behavior. Ba -ba -da -ba -da -ba -ba. But what if I want to keep the gear? Okay, I was expecting him to say something. That's no fun. Fine, you can have the gear back. One of the gears is missing. Here. What does it say? Apart from the windmill. All done. Standing by. Let it roll. Oh, 30 long years of cranking gears. Oh, yeah. This is the way it ought to be. Things are fine now. That Mirror Bee's a bad parasite. If only someone to stop that pest. I can tell that you're a man of courage and honor. I have a favor to ask now. I have no one else to turn to. Please hear me out. I'm grateful. I want you to enter the next Colosseum battle. I need you to win the knockout challenge and find out what is going on there. I can tell from a glance that you're no ordinary trainer. I know you can win. I'm sorry, but help me. Thank you. The power should be restored at the Colosseum now. And so off to the Colosseum we shall go. Alright, who do I want? I want to work on Flaffy, and then we'll keep Espeon, because as I recall, these are real easy battles coming up, so Espeon's probably going to just murder his way right through them. And then... there we go. Thank you for your patience. The power has been turned back on. Pokemon in your party now? Absolutely. It's not going to be easy to get a winning streak going, says Hunter Hawks. I fought a Sandshrew recently. I think I'll kill this one first, out of spite. And there we go, easy peasy. And the rest of the battles in this Colosseum match are going to be similarly easy and similarly peasy. You still got a long, long way to go in Pyrite Colosseum. You're planning to win it all? You know that's impossible. And even if this isn't terribly eventful, there is still a different song for each trainer. And this is one of the better ones in the game. And we're real close to seeing Flaffy's last move. And I think by now I can see its nature. So Espeon can do a murder while I see if I'm right. Oops, not that, that. Quiet, and that is plus special attack minus speed. I think that's pretty good, because I don't feel like Ampharos is super fast in the first place, and Flaffy is certainly not. This actually might be a perfect nature for it. Or at the very least, a good one. You're not half bad, you. Thank you, Tizzler. You're trying to score an awesome Pokemon, aren't you? It's not going to be easy. Now, I said the last song was good, but this one's even better. Alright, Slugma got Flamethrower, so I was kind of hoping for Thunderbolt, but that's alright. It's still an electric type move, and I'm still happy to have it. Just for funsies, let's try it out. Now, I would like to say the next song is even better, and it is and it isn't. We are going to get a truncated version of a boss theme from later, and I understand wanting to save the good part for the actual boss fight, but it means what we get is a little bit lame. We just get the intro on a loop with, you know, we get the build-up and no payoff. Alright, I learned Thundershock just in time to use it on this innocent Goldeen. Right, and I kind of want to switch to Slugma just to get Magnemite out of here quickly. Because Espeon will eventually do it. It'll just take a couple turns. And I get to see the fear in Delibirds' eyes when I send out a fire type. And there we go. You're some kind of strong. Good things could be in store for you. Congratulations, you're the champion. You battled fabulously. Please accept your cash prize of 4848. And as a victory prize, TM06, and I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Oh, let's find out. Toxic, okay. It's actually... They probably healed me after that, didn't they? Alright. Well, I'd like to get more Pokeballs for preparation for what is to come. I'm not going to be able to do that right away. But that can be something I do. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this last little thing. And then we'll call it. Hi there, you must be the superb trainer who has emerged triumphant in our latest battle challenge. Mirror B, the town's true mover and shaker, wishes you to have a gorgeous gift. Now follow me. Right, I'm back with our latest challenge champion. Let's present our lucky winner with a shadow Pokemon and watch chaos unleashed. Foo foo foo. Oh, nice one. Our new champ is quite the appealing charmer. It makes a nice change from the parade of macho musclemen. Wait, this isn't happening. This guy. He's that West guy that Mirror B's been carrying on about. What? The same guy who messed with us in Phenac City? Yeah, I didn't know that when I let him in here. I'll boot you back out. Now, if Yanmega were a thing, back in ye old Gen 3 days, I'd probably have picked Yanma for my team, but it's not a thing, so I didn't. I don't want to risk it, I'll use Thunder Wave. You know, not that I don't like Yanma, it's cute and all, but I just like Yanmega so much better. Yeah, I should have taken care of that, huh? Unbelievable! Flaffy ignored orders and attacked me. Well, forgetting about Hyper Mode means I got to show that off. I just feel like Yanma's not that sturdy, so I don't think I want to confusion it. Maybe I'd be fine, but I might just be having far too much confidence in Espeon. Who knows? I say as Espeon is on the verge of death. Alright, Nincada. Not a problem. I'm going to heal Espeon, or I could save a potion and switch Espeon. We'll switch to Umbreon. That way I can not really worry about accidentally killing Yanma. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then Flaffy is going to not appreciate taking a dig to the face, as we established against Justy. So let's swap to Crocodile. Now, if the name raider is where I think I remember the name raider being, Crocodile should be able to officially become Chompy in the next stream. I think. Okay. I think I'll get Nincada out of here, and we will go ahead and start trying to stuff Yanma into this tiny sphere. Huzzah! It's useless. I don't stand a chance of winning. Now hold on, you're the one who brought him here. Oh, you're safe. I heard you entered this building. You had me worried. Duking. This is where they were giving shadow Pokemon to the winners of battle challenges. Shadow Pokemon? Those ferocious Pokemon that even attack people? Yes, I've been attacked by them twice. They're giving away Shadow Pokemon to thugs for some reason. It doesn't look good. They were using the Colosseum to do that. Big lady, my Papa's Pokemon was taken away by Mirror B as a prisoner. He did what? Mirror B used a dirty move like that? It's Papa's Plusle. I'm so worried that they might be mean to it. It's humiliating, but with Plusle in their filthy hands, my own hands are tied. He's not getting away with this, that rotten Mirror B. We're here now. Look at it's just a Plusle. This is no time for joking. We have to rescue Duking's Plusle and put a stop to Mirror B. Fine. Giggle. I know I can always count on you, Wes. Duking is dangerous inside the building. You got to get everyone out to safety. Thanks for everything. I have to depend on you. I have no choice. Be careful always. Mirror B might look like a clown, but his battling is all business. And I think I'm going to call it there. So next time, you know, between streams, I'm gonna run and restock on Pokeballs. But otherwise, we're going to pick up right here. And, as usual, I don't know what my next day off is gonna be, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna stream next week sometime. So thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.